All right, so we had a vote in the House on the Respect for Marriage Act, which, of course, was the compromise bill on gay marriage. So, again, just to give the backstory, the cliff notes of it, Clarence Thomas, in the decision overturning Roe versus Wade, turned around and said, we should also look at Obergefell next, which is fancy justice way of saying we should throw out gay marriage. That's what he was saying. And so that led to Congress to go, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. We need to do something about this. So what Congress can do is they can pass a law protecting gay marriage so that even if the Supreme Court overturns it and says you don't have a right to it, it would still be the law of the land if Congress passes a law saying we allow gay marriage. So that's what the goal was. Now, the House passed a bill that legalized gay marriage and kept the status quo as it is. Okay, that's wonderful. That died in the Senate. They were like, no, we're not going to do this. We need a compromise. We need to find a way to protect religious liberty. So, they found the middle ground. The middle ground effectively is, yeah, we're going to give you a right to gay marry, but if a certain church or whatever doesn't want to marry you, you got to go somewhere else. So in other words, people can still have religious liberty objections or whatever. The bill also protects interracial marriage. So that ended up passing the Senate, and now it went to the House. In the House, thankfully, it passed. But there were over 100 Republicans who voted no on it. So not only are they not for gay marriage being a right, they're not even for like a compromise bill where gay people could still get married and like you can be a bigot on your own if you want to be and reject a gay couple from getting married at your church, right? So here we have Representative Hartzler, Republican Representative Hartzler, and here was her speech on this issue. Watch.
I'll tell you my priority. Protect religious liberty, protect people of faith, and protect Americans who believe in the true meaning of marriage. I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill. I yield back.
I hate equal rights. Why do we have to treat people fairly? My mommy and daddy were really religious and hated gay people, and I hate them too, and now I'm not getting my way. Even though my haircut looks like I'm a lesbian. By the way, for realsies, I'm just saying, if I saw this woman walking down the street, I'd be like, I know what her thing is. I know what she does. I know what she looks like. I'm just saying, no judgment, because I'm for equal rights, unlike her, right? But that's what it looks like. It's like all those anti-gay politicians and religious leaders who then get caught sucking a dick in a New Jersey Turnpike bathroom. How many times have we seen this? Ted Haggard, the super religious conservative guy, big time anti-gay dude, and he gets caught doing crystal meth off of a gay hooker's ass. What do you know? Silent sinners scream the loudest. It stems from repression, right? So usually these people have these feelings and they're taught it's wrong. And so they repress and repress and repress. And that manifests in like outright hatred of the gay community, right? They've done studies on this, by the way. The people who express anti-gay sentiment, they did a study where they hooked electrodes up to the special place and they played porn. And the ones who expressed anti-gay sentiment and vitriol, they were the ones who got hard watching gay porn. So there is a real like self-hater thing going on. Now, I don't know for sure about this woman, but I could speculate, and y'all know what my speculation is. But look at this is so pathetic to me, because like, I understand there's some people who just haven't seen the arguments, haven't thought about the issue thoroughly, and they just default go to what they've always known. Like, oh, I thought marriage between a man and a woman. And so I understand there's some people in the country who are just going to be a little more backwards on this stuff, a little primitive on this stuff. They'll have some regressive ideas. I understand that. But I don't understand a real passionate, like, why are you crying? Why are you crying about this? What is there to cry about? Even if you disagree with it, isn't it like, well, okay, it is what it is. What we're talking about here, guys, just so you understand, it's not just about the label, like, oh, we get to be married and we're gay. No, it's also about legal rights, tax rights. If somebody's dying in the hospital, you want to be able to fucking visit them, right? Well, in some circumstances, you're not married and you don't get those same sort of visitation rights. You don't get the same sort of inheritance rights. You don't get the same tax benefits, Social Security benefits if your loved one, has an issue, right? And they're just like, fuck them. They're gay. They don't count. They're not equal. We got no interest in it whatsoever. And it's super pathetic, man. Now, of all the things you can cry about on the floor of Congress, right? Have we ever seen somebody cry over the fact that 45,000 Americans die every year because they don't have basic health care? 45,000. You know how many that is in all the other developed countries in the world? Goose egg, bitch. Nothing. Nobody cries over that. Nobody cries over the 500,000 homeless people. Nobody cries over that. Nobody cries for the working poor who work full-time jobs and don't make enough money to pay the bills. Nobody cries for them. Nobody cries for the people who've died fighting unnecessary wars of aggression. But we get, you're going to treat people equally. I don't like that. Jesus Christ, man. So she's from Missouri's 4th District. And this is just a reminder that, like, these people exist, man. They exist. You guys, and myself included, sometimes we take a lot of things for granted. Some very basic things, right? Like, yeah, people roughly, want to treat other people fairly and equally and, respect people's rights. And many don't. Many don't. And they went mask off, by the way, because that first bill that went through the House that legalized gay marriage, 157 Republicans voted against it. This is just recently. This is within the past 6 months. 157. And everybody probably thought, come like 2017, 2018, people were probably thinking, yeah, we got gay marriage in 2015. The issue's done. It's over. I mean, 71% of the country supports it, but that's still 29% that doesn't. 29% ain't nothing to scoff at. So anyway, this is where we are right now in the country. It's so sad. It's so sad. Get your religion out of our lives. Get your authoritarian beliefs out of our lives. Just don't control other people. That's it. People should be able to do whatever they want to do as long as they're not hurting anybody else. You want to do some drugs? Hey, man, that's your business. If you need rehab, you need help, we should help you, right? But if not, if it's just a choice, if it's freedom, go right ahead, do it. These people are anti-freedom and they're pro-theocracy. Because I guarantee you, she's got this wrapped up in a whole religious line of justification. We don't care about your religion. Get it the fuck away from us. You can do your own thing for you. That's your religion. You can practice it for yourself. But there's over 4,000 religions that exist in the world. Why should we enforce yours on other people in the same way? Why, if somebody was Hindu and was like, we're going to enforce Hindu law in America, people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck out of here. What if I'm not Hindu? But that's what these guys do. The evangelical fundamentalists. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. And if you're going to be so anti-gay, at least get a different haircut. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.